Hello everyone, Fanta here. You're watching FANTAVISION, and today we're discussing employee benefits of 4 of the most popular retail places to work: GameStop, Walmart, Target, and Best Buy. And we're going to go into what exactly they provide to the people that work there and how they stack up against each other. Before we continue, please do like and subscribe. It really does help. So let's go ahead and start with everybody's favorite retail chain, GameStop.
This one is $1.
$1? Wow, I paid $60 for this one for my son.
I'm sorry, that's just what the computer says, but we do have a special going on.
A special? Can this special get me more than $1 for a $60 game?
Which I'm sure most people are just going to assume that they're the cheapest and the worst of the companies just because they haven't been doing very well and they have such a rotten reputation. So let's go ahead and take a look at the numbers. Now it's funny because a lot of these different places, you can find the employee benefits on the internet very easily on the actual website. But some of these, GameStop included, you have to do a little bit of digging to figure out what the hell they actually provide. I don't understand why they would not make this readily available information unless they just don't want people to know. I don't know. It doesn't make sense anyway if they were trying to hide it, because they're going to find out day one of working there anyway, so it doesn't make sense. So let's start with GameStop. What are their benefits? Now, of course, we're not going to list every single benefit because every single place, doesn't matter where you work, is going to have like 50 pages of crap. And a lot of it's like health insurance stuff, and we're not going to get into that. We're going to get into like immediate benefits that are just kind of like broad benefits, because health insurance is at every single place if you're full-time. Walmart gives some to part-time as well, but we kind of get into like the weeds on that. So we're going to stick to the basic employee benefits like discount, 401k, and things of that nature. So GameStop, they give you a 15% discount on all products. Now, I don't know. I know they say that, but again, this isn't off of their website. I had to do digging for this. I don't remember if this included consoles or not. I feel like it wouldn't, just because GameStop doesn't make like anything on consoles, and they would lose a ton of money if they let employees use that discount on consoles. So I'm assuming no, but I could be wrong. 25% off on all apparel, which wasn't a thing when I worked there, so I didn't get that discount, but there you go. Also, another benefit is you can check out any game you want for 3 days. Now, this was a huge perk for me back when I was in like high school and early college. But it's a pretty decent benefit. It's not something that's going to be saving you a whole ton of money. It's not going to be, helping you for your future, but it's a neat little side thing that you get while you're working at GameStop. You get to try out the latest and greatest games for free. And that is pretty awesome. So I guess I'll give them a little bit of credit there. Now, their 401k matching is not very good in my opinion, especially compared to a couple of these other retail places on this list. So they match 100% for the first 3% of your paycheck that you put towards your 401k, but they only match 50% of the next 2% that you put in from your paycheck for your 401k. So this means, let's say you're putting in like $50 and that's your 3%, they'll match it. But after that, it's only going to be half. It's just, why? Why? That's so little. 3% matching is not good. Yes, there's the other 2% they do half of, but most places I've seen are around 5% matching. Now, one thing that GameStop did mention is the fact that they have tuition assistance, and I knew somebody that used this. It was up to $3,000 per year for tuition. However, from what I recall, it was only for store managers, and you had to be taking classes that GameStop approved. It had to be like business classes. So, yeah, that's great. That was the only place that I saw tuition assistance. There might have been others, but it was buried in their just pages of stuff. But that was the one place I saw tuition assistance, and I know people that have used that. I gotta give them credit where credit is due. That's great that they are actually encouraging people to go to college. Unfortunately, it's only, like I said, I'm pretty sure store managers, because that's the only person I know that got tuition assistance for that. So let's move on over to Walmart.
A job at Walmart is a good job.
Walmart, you get a 10% discount on fruit, vegetables, and regularly priced merchandise. Now, I'm not sure, because when I worked at Walmart, you did not get 10% off of grocery items, which was kind of stupid in my opinion. So you can get 10% off a video game, but not food. Have fun feeding yourself on just raw vegetables and fruit. I understand you can probably do a lot with that, but it is so weird to me that you didn't get a discount on food back then. I don't know if that's changed. They said regularly priced merchandise, but they didn't get into specifics online. Their 401k match is the highest I saw out of these 4 stores at 6%, but you only get it after working there for a year. I did not see that detail on the other places. It could be around the same thing, could be a year, could be 30 days. A lot of the Best Buy benefits were about 30 days after employment, so that could be the same case for the other places, but I don't know. For Walmart, you do have to have worked there for a year. They also discuss something called the Associate Discount Center that gives you discounts on travel, entertainment, and more things outside of Walmart. Now, my company says the same thing, and it doesn't mean anything. I don't really get any great discounts anywhere. I have not seen any packages that were worth my time. I was never like, wow, I'm so glad I get this discount. No, it's usually a marketing company, I believe, that goes to companies and says, hey, we're going to market to your employees and give them a slight discount over everybody else. But it's mostly just ads. It's not that great. For Target,
You'll need one more thing. Welcome to Target.
you get a 10% store discount. I didn't see any details there. It didn't say no food. It didn't say only on certain items. It says everything at Target and Target.com. And I didn't see Walmart.com, but I'm assuming you can just put in your associate discount code or whatever on Walmart.com and get the discount. But again, it did not specifically say. Target does a 401k match up to 5%, which is, it seems to be the industry standard from what I've seen out there and other places as well, not just these 4. And Target also mentions the little discount center for things outside of Target. I don't care. I don't count that as a big perk of working at these places. I really don't. But it is interesting to see that this is mentioned again at Target. Moving on to the last, but definitely not the least, well, in some categories it kind of is, but Best Buy.
My fellow shrink stompers, I want to take just a few moments of your time to talk to you about some stores that represent what's best about this company.
Now, Best Buy's employee discount, from what I've heard and from what they say on the site, is kind of amazing. Every single thing for an employee of Best Buy is only 5% of at cost. So if they have something that they are upcharging for 50%, you only have to pay 5% of that 50. That's insane. There are crazy expensive HDMI cables and sound systems and things like that that they upcharge a lot on, that I know people that worked at Best Buy that just, they bought it all. They all got all the best stuff they could, and they saved a ton of money. Now, I don't understand why there aren't more. I mean, they might be, but I haven't heard of a ton of Best Buy employees just buying stuff to flip on eBay. I feel like that would be genius, especially when it comes to like expensive HDMI cords that are $100 in stores, but they only pay $5 because they just upcharge it so much. So out of all the different employee discounts, I gotta say Best Buy, from what I've heard from people that worked there, it's the best. It's the best by far. But unfortunately, their 401k matching is literally the same thing as GameStop. They do the 100% of 3% of your pay and then 50% of the other 2%. I mean, that's like nothing, guys. Why are you matching so little? I don't get that. Best Buy as a company has been doing pretty damn well as of recently. I mean, if you look at their stock, it's just going up and up and up, and I don't understand why they're being so cheap about this. They're not at GameStop's position of constant bankruptcy and problems, so I don't get why they match so little. However, they do have something interesting that, again, I did not see in other places. They could be there, but I didn't see it. They have an employee stock purchasing plan. This gives them a 15% discount on Best Buy stock. That's crazy. That's insane. If you have a ton of money, what's to stop you from buying tens of thousands of dollars of Best Buy stock at 15% discount and then just flipping it? So that's my initial thought, was how do they not just generate a bunch of money? They thought of that too. Obviously, this isn't like some video game where they left some little minor detail out where you can generate infinite income. Unfortunately, when you buy at that discount with the purchasing plan, you do have to hold on to your stock for a year. That being said, you don't have to wait a year after you're no longer with the company. I did see that minor little detail. So if you were to just join the company, work 30 days, and then after that 30 days, 30 or 60, I don't know, it doesn't matter. It's not that long. So after you work your month or two, you buy a shitload of Best Buy stock, you quit, and you can sell it and make a 15% profit immediately, assuming that the stock didn't crash. I don't know, maybe I just found a hack for some of you people that have a lot of money and want to make 15%. I don't know if that could be illegal. There's a lot of different things in stocks that are illegal, so maybe don't do that. Consider looking into the laws of that, because that might not be legal. I don't know. So out of the 4 places, where do you want to work? I could ask you in the comments. You can go ahead and put it in your comments. But where should you work? What is the best place for your future if you're looking to work there for, let's say, the next couple years? What is the place that is going to give you the best benefits, the best bang for your buck? So Walmart, like I said, did give health insurance to people that are part-time workers. I did not see that at all these different places. I at least didn't see it mentioned. That's huge. I mean, health insurance is expensive. Maybe they do, I just didn't see it, but as far as I know, I only saw it mentioned at Walmart specifically. So they win in the healthcare department. If you're looking for discounts, Best Buy is where it's at. However, Best Buy is undercut by its own crappy 401k match. But if you think about it, you're working retail, are you really going to be putting that much to your 401k? I mean, especially if you're working part-time, you're not going to be putting a whole lot of money towards your 401k, so you're not really going to have a whole lot matched. But if you think you're going to be working there in the long term, Walmart has got you covered with that 6%. That's huge compared to everywhere else that is either 3% with that 50% on the 2%, or 5% at Target. That being said, Walmart, I scoured everywhere because I want to make sure. I did not see any tuition plan. I didn't see anything like that. Maybe for upper management they have something like that, but all I know is that when I was working at Walmart, if you had a college degree, you were not considered for promotions. That's just how it was. They straight up told us to our face that you have a degree, you're going to be leaving, we're not going to promote you. And it's not like we said we were going to leave anytime soon. I mean, I was looking as hard as I could to get the hell out of there. But people that I knew that worked there for years never got promotions despite how much of a hard worker they were. It didn't matter. You just were not going to be considered for promotions if you had a college degree. So if you're looking to further your career with a degree or you have one already, I don't recommend Walmart. I guess Best Buy would be a good place if you're struggling for a job, you can't find something, and you just need to find something for a temporary job. That's probably the way to go, is Best Buy. Plus, I knew a lot of people that worked at Best Buy. They really didn't mind it. I know Eric didn't have a great time, but that was because of coworkers and management. So if you get a good manager and you have some decent coworkers, Best Buy might be the place to go. The reason I'm not recommending Target, even though their pay is, I think, $15 an hour, is that the thing I've heard from countless people is that it's a struggle to get hours. I mean, if you're trying to work full-time and you've got full-time positions open, Target might be the way to go because they got that 5%, they get the 10% discount, and it doesn't say it's not on groceries. They do have groceries at Target, so that might be a place to think about because Target, unlike Walmart, from what I've heard, doesn't make you want to blow your brains out. Whereas people that worked at Walmart and Target, they would much rather go back to Target comparatively. Hell, the only reason that Eric didn't like Target was because he didn't get hours there. So if you're looking at getting a temporary job, I think Target is the way to go, especially if you've got a degree. So comment down below which of these 4 major chains that you would want to work at, or if there's another major chain that I missed that is even better than these 4. Put that down below. And of course, like the video if you liked it, subscribe if I helped you at all, and as always, have a fantastic day. See everyone. Today, I'm drinking a Sierra Nevada Torpedo Extra IPA. The first couple sips, I wasn't a huge fan, but the more I drink it, the more I like it. It's definitely not my favorite IPA. I tend to like the more citrusy tasting ones, not the really bitter IPAs. I mean, there's some bitter ones that also have citrusy flavors to it as well, but I prefer the ones where they get the hops that add a nice citrus or tropical flavor to it. This tastes like bitter, hoppy. I mean, it's like a classic IPA, but definitely not a West Coast style. I think I prefer West Coast style IPAs, though there are some good New England style ones as well. Anywho, I'm streaming today. You should watch me. It's a ton of fun. I'll be streaming at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. I know that's going to be late for some people, but I can't do anything about time zones, and I got to do a lot of stuff before the stream starts, so I unfortunately have to do it at that time. Maybe this coming weekend I'll do some earlier streams. I tend to do that, or I do really late streams and it's a weekend, so if you don't have anything the next day, come on by, hang out. They're always a blast.